Winnipeg, the one franchise where we actually switched up the parameters here a little bit. The vote was to determine the face of Winnipeg hockey. So we're combining the old Jets with the new Jets, not including Arizona or Utah. I'm quite happy with that. We don't need
it's a lot. It's getting
Utah,
very muddied there.
We don't need Arizona. We're just talking about Winnipeg here. So when it comes to the face of the franchise, really it was a two-horse race between Dale Hawerchuk and Teemu Selanne, but it wasn't particularly close in the end. Dale Hawerchuk, with 80% of the vote, is the face of Winnipeg hockey. Craig, put into perspective for all of us how much Hawerchuk meant to the city of Winnipeg.
Well, they were a team that was at the bottom of the league. He was the first overall pick coming out of the Cornwall Royals, back-to-back Memorial Cup champions. There was no question who the best player in the draft was. And then he goes right into Winnipeg and shows with the signing of his contract. You remember when he signed his contract right there in Portage in Maine? He signed a contract. John Ferguson signed him to his contract at the corner of Portage in Maine.
Plus it didn't blow away.
Yeah, well.
Windy there.
But he came in there, and with the expectations being as high as they were, and he delivered immediately. Right from the get-go, he delivered. And you think about the statue out in front of the Canada Life Center, and you think about everything that Dale did and represented for the Winnipeg Jets. I mean, those were really good teams in Winnipeg with Dale Hawerchuk.
Yep.
The problem that he had was there was great teams in Edmonton and a really good team in Calgary. They were one of the top 5-6 teams in the league with Dale Hawerchuk.
Don't hold it against him that he happened to play against the Oilers.
Yeah.
Doesn't diminish his greatness because he wasn't Gretzky or Messier. He was still one of the very best players in the world. When he played internationally, you saw how great he was. And even to the current Jets, through Mark Scheifele, his presence and his spirit
playing
still
in
lives
Barrie too,
on
right?
through the current Jets. And I think the statue there, and you saw the emotional tribute to him, that he still resonates very much with that team. It seemed like the right choice.
Right, and I referenced the Barrie Colts. Dale Hawerchuk was there when Mark Scheifele was there. Teemu Selanne scoring 76 goals, though. Like, that's a compelling
That's the
case.
iconic moment.
76.
The glove in the air.
But I wonder, if this is one of the teams that we were discussing here of the 32. There's only so many that haven't won before. If you get a Stanley Cup, can Hellebuck pass them? Can Scheifele pass them? I think there's a pathway there, right? Like some other teams in the league. But Hawerchuk, as a kid, you always heard about him, the 87 Canada Cup. I know we're getting off the beaten path because that's not Winnipeg, but he was on the ice at the end, right? Gretzky to Lemieux, Dale Hawerchuk was out there. And when you think hockey, you think Dale Hawerchuk.
Well, let me answer your question. Could Hellebuck or Scheifele, if they won the Stanley Cup? Dale Hawerchuk embraced Winnipeg, and Winnipeg embraced him. It's exactly what Connor Hellebuck and Mark Scheifele have done with Winnipeg. So I think what that scenario you put out there, absolutely, it could happen.
All right, let's bring in our resident diehard Jets fan. There he is, Jesse Pollock. All right, Jesse, you never saw Dale Hawerchuk play for the Jets, but he still earned your vote as the face of the franchise. What makes him so special to Jets fans even to this day?
First of all, I just want to say the fellas are looking great on the desk right now. But yeah, I mean, it's different for someone like me because I was so young when Dale Hawerchuk, I was not born yet when Dale Hawerchuk was doing his thing with the Jets. And it would be easy to look at guys like, as you guys are mentioning, Mark Scheifele, Connor Hellebuck. I mean, these are some great players. But to give some perspective, Mark Scheifele's played over 900 games for the Jets and hasn't even reached 900 points yet, whereas Dale Hawerchuk played just over 700 and surpassed 900 points with the Jets. So this is a true Hall of Fame incredible player, and I think really his impact on the city was so visible when after he passed away. You could just see how the city of Winnipeg came together and showed their love for Dale Hawerchuk, and that was really just like, for someone my age especially, to see that and say, okay, Dale Hawerchuk, this is the greatest Jet of all time.
All right, Jesse, great seeing you. Thank you for that perspective. Again, the face of the franchise for the Winnipeg Jets, Dale Hawerchuk.